What's up, guys? It's your boy, Dope Randy, and we're back at it again with a highly controversial decision of me. Well, I wouldn't say controversial, but for me, I went back and forth on this decision countless times. But I'm like, sofa is a huge void in my online career, so I might as well just keep going, right? And that's what we're doing with the 12th season of SOFA. Now, this is the second race. I missed the Daytona 500 because as y'all know, if you kept up with the summer series, I was walking, and oh my god, we've got the 6 and the 9 already, reckon. But, yeah. So I missed the Daytona 500, so SOFA back in the Cup series, so you love to see it. As we're going to do qualifying here, and this is qualifying, but we got several big changes right off the bat here. And, like, for an example, we've got 22 people, well, how many can we have? There's like 25 people that can show up in an actual race, which is pretty impressive. And considering what we've been through, that seems like the whole state of Texas, for that matter, let's just see what we can do here. As for this race, we're going to Chicago. Not the best track, I'd say, for someone with touring, because A, this is a one-lane track, as I am getting hit like a ping pong ball by the 32, and the Cuddle is the 43. We haven't seen him in a while, but yeah, he's back. And then also, oh my god, the 18, oh my gosh, the 18 is throwing it in there. Early on in qualifying, but yeah, we're going to have some new names that we haven't seen. Some old names. As the 18 gives me another shot. That's Jocko, I believe. As the middle and the outside line get stacked up. And I'm going to go to the bottom. And I clip the apron again. And me and Hunty's going to be side by side. So let's just see if we can get a good lap right here. As we have a pretty good turn one, as they are battling behind us, like Morsi. We slide up just a touch, but it's fine. We get right on the leader's bumper, which I can't see who that is. We get loose, and that's gonna kind of. Oh, that's Justin in the 10. Justin in the 10, yeah. As we run a 66. And then here comes another new person in Ace Strikes. Tell me a while to get to that. I haven't seen that name before. A new fella. Looks like he knows what the fuck he's doing. And I get passed by Big Me, and then Short just, well, fuck you, Short. As I just get, and I pull a cutter, I just threw him the nastiest block in the planet, and qualifying highly unnecessary, but I gotta get a fast lap somewhere in this bitch. And we get a really good turn one right here. We're gonna suck right back up into Short's bumper right here. And as long as we can nail this turn, I think we'll be Gucci in the club. And as we're coming to the line for one lap to go in the session, that's a 56. That's a 10th faster than what we just did. So a 56. Oh my gosh, Short just kills Meat. Kills him again. And then, me and Short, Sharp and Meat, we always have fun. And so and we wasn't going for a lap anymore, so I just hit him. And then Meat's going to come back and hit me. And then there's a big pile-up. Big pile-up. As it looks like Ace wins the qualifying race. So good for him and that test scheme, that blank number 38. Someone got to sponsor that fella, as he knows what the fuck he's doing. And yeah, good qualifying session. We got a 56. I have no idea where that's gonna put us. No idea. But while we wait, if you like what you see, and I promise this is gonna be daily, or whenever those races, like the channel's gonna be revived from the dead, kind of like what I did in the summer series and the FIFA stream too. But if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up and subscribe and smash that bell and turn on all noties. Noti gang in the house. We love to see Noti gang rise, and we love to see all of y'all interact and do what you do. And like I said, I promise I will get content out to you fellas. So yeah, and I appreciate the support, because without y'all, I wouldn't be doing this, and without the support, I wouldn't be doing this. So I appreciate y'all the most. As we look, we get 4th place. So that's interesting. That's really interesting. As in our first race back, we get 4th place. As I just skip all of that unnecessary crap to go straight into the race. Now, if you notice on the bottom right corner, there's 2 big changes. If you notice on the bottom right corner, we have to use preset 1. So it's not like the past 3 or 4 seasons, where you could use pretty much whatever preset you want and have willy-nilly at it. We have to use preset 1. And if you look on the other side at the race settings, we're gonna be throwing it back to the old sofa days of 25%, no cautions. What we made our money on. So I know I've been struggling the past couple of years. I think this is gonna benefit me a lot, actually, and you could tell because I'm in fucking 4th place. And we've got new names up here. We've got Luke. That's Luke Riley we all know Luke, in the 22. And then in that 4, that is, if you remember BK from, that's Bowen 802, but if you remember BK, BKR Team Penske, that's who that is. And then T-Bone in the 8, that's Ace Strikes in the 38. And then actually winning the race is a new guy, Aero Racing Design, as I get struck back to reality with the lag. And T-Board's going to make it 3 wide. And then T-Board and Bowen and BKO make contact. And BK is about to get sent to the back. They make contact back there with Ace and BK. BK's going to get fucked in the ass. And now, for me, the problem's going to be, 1, as a lead person, as one of the front people in this pack, you're going to get ran on. You're going to get runs. And so how do you block, and how do you avoid being in the lane that has negative momentum, as Ace is being a real one right here, and pushing me so I can get out in front of Short. In that new sexy number 9, we forgot about that. A big Ryan Blaney fan over here, switching from the 12 to the 9. That's like going from from the dark to the. That's like going from the light to the dark. But what I was saying earlier, for me, well, this is a me problem, is that I haven't raced in so long that I'm so nervous as I just make a damn good move on Aero Racing Design. I think that's who that is. I don't think he realized I was coming that quick, and he just bulldozed. I just bulldozed him out of the way. But that's kind of the problem, is that I am pretty nervous I'm pretty nervous in this race because I don't want to fuck anybody up. And out of all the tracks that you could probably... Out of all the tracks you don't want to race on for your first race, I'd say Chicago's at the top of the list because it's so tight and it's only a one-lane track. Like, if you go high, you're absolutely screwed. As you saw, I got passed by Sharp and Ace Strikes. And so I kind of want to get into a rhythm, and I want to get into a good one too, because I just said that twice. But if, like, the last thing I want to do is sending it in and having to let out of the gas so I don't hit Ace, because that's going to open up the door, like, for Meat in that 48. He was the 9. Yeah, he was the 9. Now he's the... Now, I don't know what happened to Ace right here, but I'm going to take it with 3 wide with Luke Riley, who is going to get sent to the back. That is a lost talent move by Luke. And so it's this put right here. I'm going to have a bad entry. I don't mean to ride Ace up the track like that, but I have to, or I'm going to clip the apron and it's going to cause a big ass pileup. So we get second, and now it's Sharp, me, and Meat. How about those apples? And we're going to get a pretty good run right here on Sharp for the lead. Hopefully Meat comes. Sharp throws a block. And this is one of the first bad decisions I make in this race, is that I don't follow Sharp down into the entry of 3, and Meat just comes with him as we make a mean move on T-Board. We all know T-Board Areno. And T-Board makes an aggressive move, slams on the brakes, and that's going to open up the door for Jocko, 1719 in the 18. Brand, he's a new fella. I'm excited to be racing with him this season. Seems like a pretty cool cat, up into the top 5 already, midway through this stage. Like, I'm noticing the new guys are really good, like Aero, Jocko, Ace. They got some really good... I don't know what T-Bone and Major did. I like in the recruiting portal. No, that's not... The recruiting hub. That's it. The recruiting hub, but, really fantastic. Really fantastic job. And if you're wondering how can you get in on the action, you can message T-Bone4230. That's his PlayStation name. T-Bone4230 on PlayStation. And ask him, how do you join the Silver Racing League? Go to their website, www.thesilverracingleague.com, on Weebly, and it'll take you all that. It will take you to what you need to know to join the league. We'll be excited to have you, and who knows, you might be racing with us one day in the A top tier division. But back to the race. Short pitted from the lead. T-Board pitted just right now. So it's me and Meat. And now with 8 laps to go, one of the big problems, especially that I did at least, is that one of the big problems would be that if you pit up towards the front, like me and Meat right now, for second place, if you didn't let anybody know, you was probably about to get screwed, and you was probably about to wreck, because no one knows if you're coming down or not. Like, you have to make signals, and we don't, crazy. So that's what we're doing right now, is that we are building a gap on Ace Strikes and Carbon Face in the 13. And by the way, if you're wondering, yes, Carbon Face did win the championship in the Summer Series Truck Division. As you can see, me and Meat are coming down pit road as Ace and Arnold passes. But I just wanted to get that out there. that Arnold did actually win the Summer Series Truck Championship. And congratulations to him. I know I kind of abruptly ended that series immediately. And I can tell you that things led up to that. And like I said, certain things led up to it. And when you have all that animosity and you have all that depression and negativity in those events, you really don't want to race and you really don't want to stream. So no one's known why. That's why. It's that I just really didn't want to do it anymore. And I chose to set out the last quarter of the season. So, well, coming out of the pits right here, we took 2 tires. Rodshaw just got fucked into the fence. Just got put into the fence. We did lose some track position, which I'm really surprised by. Really surprised by. Because we're back with Racing the Sun and Meat and... Well, no. We was ahead of them. But not like... We lost about a second and a half. And that was enough to... You know... To make this... pack. And we're going to get around Meat in the 48. Come into 4 laps to go into stage. There is Ace Strikes in the 38. That, like I said, someone needs to sponsor that. Someone needs to sponsor that. And it's going to be an awkward spot. I'm going to decide to push him. But we do lose that momentum. And I'm just going to have to get down in front of Rockstar. And that's a part of that. I'm just going to have to... That's a part of that rhythm that I lost for about a month from that Summer Series incident that I will not go into more detail about. It's about that chemistry. It's about that rhythm. Like that hesitation. Like I can't have that. Because it's going to lead to more incidents on the track. As me and Ayla Racing the Sun go side by side for P9. As we are coming to 3 laps to go in the stage. 2 laps to go in the stage, I apologize. Ayla the Sun gets out of the gas. He lets me have the position. Contact is made behind us and in front of us. As T-Board and Ace Strikes go side by side for P7. T-Board goes up the track, still going up the track. It's going to wash Ace up as we're coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go in stage 1, presented by Subway, hashtag cheap plug. As we're both going to be side by side. I have to let out of the gas for a second, and I'm going to clip. I got loose, and that's... See, that's a part of the problem of the... That's a part of the nerve problem, and that's a part of the antsy problem, and the rhythm, as I just completely fuck Ace Strikes in the ass. Don't get him a stage point, as we're going to get 8th, and that's good. So our first race back, we're going to get 8th, which is good. But man, I feel bad about that. He went from 8th to 12th. Because see, that's a part of that nerve, and that's a part of the problem of not racing as much. And this is being a 1-lane track. This stuff like this happens. I know Ace is, he probably might not watch this. He probably won't. If he's watching, I apologize. It won't happen again. And I think he actually just did not pit right here, so this is about to be really interesting. But yeah, this was probably the toughest thing to do, is if I get this first race out of the way, out of the nerves and the butterflies, because during the race, I could actually tell you I was going to puke, and my hands were starting to go numb. I was being that nervous. I actually told Shorp, who just decided to lose talent once, twice, 3 times. That I need to take weed. I need to take weed before these races if I'm going to be this nervous again. Oh my lord! T-Board just smashed Shorp into the wall, and I saw him go up again. And so that's a big accident. There's your big accident. And we're going to take advantage. We're up into P5. We passed the 13 of Arnold. And then we got 3 wide between Design, Arnold, and Major. Contact is made back there. And that was eventful. And by the way, Koto did actually win that stage, so congratulations to him. As he washes up the track as I'm saying his name. I just need to keep his mouth shut. Or my mouth shut about him. As he goes from 4th to 5th in that one sequence. And we're going to be side by side under TG for 3rd place. As long as I can keep the momentum, we're side by side. I should be able to complete the pass if I don't get too nervous and clip the apron. Which I do. I don't know what T-Board was doing. That was almost a disaster. And that's going to actually clear the way for Aero Racing Design. And then TG makes a good move right here to get beside of us. And we're going to fall back. Can I get in front of Cutter? We do. Does he try to make a move? No, he doesn't. So we're back to where we started in 5th. Now let's see what we can do right here. And see, this is a part of the race where you need, or I need, to calm down, and you can tell by you can tell by that because I am in some of the corners I'm missing the apex by about 1/4 of an inch down and hitting the apron, which is going to kill you, and mistiming. As I said, I clipped the apron and mistiming moves and judgments as Aero Racing Design just gets really loose. As I think he was trying to make a move and TG said, fuck no, ho, and lost all of his momentum. We're going to get around him for 4th place. And we're actually having a pretty good little race here. Other than that one incident at the end of stage 1. But that was just a byproduct of Chicago. But other than that, I think I'm having a pretty good race. P8. And then, we're right now in 4th place in this stage. 11 laps to go. We've avoided all the madness. As I just had to get out of the gas right there. As TG just slowed up big time. And that's going to cause a 2-car breakaway between the top 2 spots. And then everybody else is going to bunch right back up. But yeah. I just need to cut out some of the fundamental mistakes. And I mean, it sounds like I'm complaining, but still, the half this race is still to be ran. Like, if I can we might have a shot at this win here. Because I'm just laying back in the weeds, being traditional Randy over here. As it looks like TG is going to come down pit road, and that was our signal to the rest of the field that we was going to come down pit road. As I was being too nice, Racing Design makes a really good move on me and gets into 3rd place. But yeah, you'll see that throughout the rest of the race, that was our move to the competition, that we would come down pit road as if we acted like a drunk driver on I-26 and swerved down to the apron of the track on the back straight. As I just clipped the apron a small touch, and that's going to allow Cuddle to get a big run. And see, that's the problem. I need to have more. Like, I need to get into a rhythm, and I just can't fucking do it yet. And I guess that's the part about being rusty for a month and a half, as it looks like Mr. Aero Racing Design is going to come down pit road. And that is a really good, I like that. I like that name, Arrow Racing Design, as he's going to come down pit road. He's having a pretty good run. This is the first time I've been with him. I'm really impressed with that number 11. Hopefully he can be around and be at the top. Oh, not only for this race, but throughout the season. And judging by the first stage and a half of this race, I think he will be. He'll be a threat to win consistently. So, we're now all about ourselves in P3. It's the usual. Well, it's not. We got me, T-Board, and Dad. Dad, one of the championship favorites from last year, who didn't make it out of the first round because of DNFs and failure to show up, as me and T-Board both clipped the apron. As it looks like T-Board's going to come down pit road. And here he comes. And now we're all by ourselves. Dad in first. I'm in second. Cuddle, Rockstar, and Come On a Face. The top 5. 5 laps to go. As 3 new guys from B to A. Just saying, the parity is there, ladies and gentlemen. The parity is there, and I just hope we can keep this up. I just really hope we can. As at this point, now I am in a party with Dad doing this race, so keep that in mind. As me and him are talking about strategy, as I just completely fucked that up, like I always do. I'm probably going to come down when he comes down. As you can tell, I'm going to come down right here, right now. And I'm letting Cuddle and Rockstar know. And no mistakes, as Rockstar's going to also come down. Well, he's sensitive. And look at that. Look at him. Look at that 21. That's a beautiful 21 Ford throwback of the old days when old Allison used to drive the thing. But yeah, he was a second behind us. And now look. He is right on my bumper. And also, I caught a little bit on Dad, but I caught a couple attempts on him. As we only do a gas-only stop. Just a gas-only stop. As we get back onto the track, before I go fuck up other shit. And here comes the leader of the race, which is Cuddle, in the 43. That was close. And who is that? T-Board is right there. And with Cuddle not... Dad getting ahead of Cuddle is probably going to be a game changer for this stage. Because now we're in this mess. This is a mess. We are 3 wide with 2 laps to go. And I think Cuddle's going to try to stretch it out. Yeah, Cuddle's going to try to stretch it out. As I just lost all momentum on both high and low. So I just pretty much took that L. Look at T-Board forcing his way. And I'm going to get there. I think Russell tried to come down. Oh my god. It's becoming the 1 lap to go in stage 2. Presented by Buffalo Wild Wings. # cheap plug. T-Board forcing his way in the Rockstar in turn 3. And then I think Rockstar thought Rockstar thought that I wasn't going to be there as quick as I did. And he had to get out of the gas. As I am not going to make a move on T-Board. As we do have one car that's running out of gas. Oh, where's it go? Heads up! That's a free position. Now, Cuddle. Now, this is a major moment in this race. Because Cuddle, Meat, and Clay all stayed out. And they stretched it out the whole time. So again, Cuddle, shout out to you for winning stages 1 and 2. Especially this stage, you finessed all of us. And as you can see, we're actually going to have we're actually going to get extremely lucky here. As the top 10, Podek is going to get the free pass. But, yeah, we're going to be on the lead lap, and we're going to finish inside the top 10, because you're not supposed to come down at the end of the stage. But that was crazy. That was crazy racing to the end of stage 2. As we get P6 with me, T-Board, Rotstall, and Major, especially with coming to 1 lap to go. That turn 3. Like I said, Rotstall, I guess he thought the closing rate wasn't that much. And this is happening because there were several people that pitted as the caution was coming out. And we'll get to that in a bit. We'll get to that later. But this is the money stage. Stage 3. 25 laps to go. And again, I just got to settle into a rhythm. And I just got to get my mojo back. We're going to get around Meat in the 48, who did a pretty good job at saving after getting caught up in that accident, or in a accident at the beginning of the stage. As again, I make another really stupid decision. I don't go low, and Meat's going to get around me, and then they just check up. I don't know why, but it's going to come back to benefit me, because I think Arnold had to slam on the brakes for something, and we're 3 wide. 3 wide. And see, this is where the panic starts to set in, because I know I have to make this perfect, and I do. As we're going to go out into the lead, and again I make another stupid decision, and I couldn't do anything about that. So I'm going to get hit once and twice. Up the track I go. And I'm going to get not put into the fence. Meat tried to come down in front of somebody. Almost an accident. But we survive. Still surviving on the high side. We lose 4th, 5th, 6th. Now that's Shorp in the 9. He got trapped a lap down. We're going to lose a spot to Clay, and then I don't know what the fuck I was doing here, but that's not, well, Clay just got absolutely ran on like a hoe in a porno, and we are just losing spots quickly. And this is when I'm getting extremely nervous, because I am just fucking all of this shit up. Now, I just need to settle in behind Clay, and I do. And now about those people that pitted at the end of the stage. Jocko in the 18, I take that back. Jocko in the 18 right here, Ace Strites in the 38, pitted. And then you'll see 2 more, KD and... No, just 1 more, that's right. KD. And, yeah, just those 3 pitted at the end of the stage. And Trilogy, but I think Trill got... So, there was 4 of them, damn it. Jocko... Fuck me. Jocko... The 18, the 38, the 12, and the 47. Jocko, Ace, Trill, and KD. There you go. All pitted at the end of the stage, 2. And you can't do that. We have it in the rule, like it is in real life. You can't pit within the last 2 laps of the stage. So, anything from here on will be unacceptable, and they will get penalties, but you know, life goes on. So, those 3 about those 3 to 5 laps in stage 3 really fucked me. It all started when I let Major go inside of me coming into turn 1. That's when it all started. And then Meat hit me out of the way. Just a small tap, but it was enough. And that just started the cycle. And then the clay, with me and the clay ordeal, just trying to make something out of nothing. And my schizophrenic hands just absolutely sent it into his bumple. And I couldn't lift because Rockstar was right behind me. I couldn't lift, so either way. As we finally make a pass on Jocko into 18. As we're coming to 16 laps to go. As I try to cut the side draft off. But again, I try to be too perfect. And I just clip the apron. And it's all about in a track that's about rhythm. This was not the best first race to come back to, just for this reason. As we are falling back through the field, and I don't understand why. I mean, I know why. It's because I keep doing that and keep fucking it up. And I expected that, not racing for a month and a half and pretty much just going straight into this cold turkey. I'm happy about the race up to this point, though. Stage points in both stages. Like I said, the only thing I regret is hitting ace at the end of stage 1. Because I think, we was going to have a good race to the end of that stage. And the situation in turn 1 just said, fuck you, and didn't allow us to have that. But it is what it is, as we got people coming down pit road, it looks like, and Ace has caught us. And another, as I think someone just missed pit road. I think it was Rockstar in the 21. As I just get another terrible entry. And I'm just gonna allow Ace to go around me. And he's gonna bring his boy KD with him. And I have to make a decision at this point. And I'm not gonna limit the damage. I'm not going to make the damage worse. I come down pit road. There's a wreck. There is a wreck. Oh boy. There was a wreck. People are involved. We are fine. But yeah, I just came down when all of them did. And man, I keep talking about being nervous and I talk about being nervous and trying to get into a rhythm. Ever since I got put out on the outside from 4th place, I have been god-awful. I have been absolutely god-awful, pathetic, horrendous, stupid. Just absolutely stupid driving. Back to fucking 10th. Or actually 11th before that. Oh, I don't know where the fuck it was. At this point, let's just get a top 10 and salvage. As we come back onto the track, we get ahead of Ace. We get behind Ace, but in front of KD and Rockstar, who, ripping the chat, yeah, that is Rockstar, who missed pit road. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. It's coming to 11 laps to go. As I get another bad decision, letting KD, that seems to be a problem of mine. Is I'm being too nice and letting people have the outside. Or letting people have the inside going into turn 1. As again, I am just all over the place and we do get around TG though. And we're back into the top 10. We're back into the top 10. We're actually in the 9th, so I don't know what happened. I think TG got caught up in that accident. Yeah, TG got caught up in that pileup and he couldn't come down pit road. So positions. We know we got TG, We got Ruxall for missing the pits, and we got Clay for I don't know what. I think he sped in that accident too. So we're in 9th with 9 laps to go. And at this point, let's just hope that I can settle into a rhythm and finish this race on a positive. Finishing in the top 10 would be good. Would be a good step in the right direction. And maybe I can do something. Because in case you don't know, like, with the fact that I'm walking and all that, I'm going to miss... I already missed the first race at Daytona. I missed the Daytona 500. I'm going to miss the next race. Okay, so, like, this race was done Monday the 5th. The next race is Monday the 12th. I'm not going to be able to do that race because of work. And then there's another day, Thursday the 29th, I'm not going to be able to race. And so, let's just see. So at this point, I'm just going to let the chips fall where they lay and hope for the best. We catch up to KD, 35,700. Love that Gable tag. Shout out to the best team in the NBA, the Brooklyn Nets, and the stud, Kevin Durant. They got cheated out of going to the NBA Finals because of fate and injury, but next year we'll see who the real kings are. But back to the action. Again, I try to be perfect. Clip the apron again. And that's going to allow Jocko to actually catch up to us in the 18. But we get a pretty good run right here. And like I said earlier, KD and Jocko are two of the people that pitted under 2 laps to go in the second stage. So they will be receiving penalty points. So their aggression is going to go up, trying to overcompensate. Trying to overcompensate their penalty points that they could be getting. As Katie makes a block on me, coming to 4 laps to go. We're having a pretty good battle right here. I just don't want to hit the apron at this point, and we don't. We're going to be side by side. KD in that Hungry Jack number 47 tries to cut off the side draft. And I'm going to try to send it in, and does it stick? It does. But in 8th, he's going to try to get that run in the outside, and he doesn't. But then again, I'm being too nice and let him go and let him. See, that's when I have to be more aggressive like that. As I try to do the crossover, and it actually kind of works. Do I get to his corner panel? I am on his corner panel. And don't hit the apron. I slightly hit the apron. We make contact. But we're still going to be side by side. There was a big pack up there for the race win with 2 laps to go. As I clip the apron. Didn't give me that much room, but I don't blame him. It's 2 fucking laps to go in the race. I'll protect the inside so that Jago doesn't get down on me. And we're going to beat him to the punch. It's becoming a 1 lap to go in this race. Presented by Credit One Bank. Hashtag cheap plug. Let's see if we can get KD for 8th place right here. 1 lap to go. I got a good run. He gets... That's a little fishy. He clips the apron and we are catching him rapidly. Tries to come down. Ain't there. Oh, we're going to clear him. He's going to give us that. He's going to try to go down right here. On the exit, I clip the apron. I got to send it down there, and we do. And we're going to get 8th. He tries the bumper hook. Ow. And we get 8th. Man, I thought that was going to be a disaster for a second. Because the way I hit the apron coming out of the exit of 3, and yeah, the way coming out of the exit of 3, I hit the apron and coming down. But that was good racing, good racing, good racing. Let's see. I think, yeah, Dad won the race. Good for him. Everyone say GG's to him. Cutto got a top 5. Arnold got a top 5. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. As you see, only 13 people, 13 people finished on the lead lap. But like I said, the 38, the 18, and the 47 illegally pitted at the end of the stage. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll let the chips fall where they may. That was a pretty good race on my port, top 10. Again, I apologize to Ace Strites in stage 1, at the end of stage 1, for absolutely dogging him of stage points. But it looks like it's not going to matter anymore, right? So, but still, I shouldn't do that, and I'll apologize to him again. But that's it, guys! Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, smash the bell, and we'll be back for more videos. And I'm back, bitches.